So back with another video.
Arnold Classic, Strongman, 2022. We have the events.
We have the events. So we made a video last week that we didn't post.
We didn't post.
Due to the fact that we were going to post it, and just as we were about to post it, we found out that the events were announced.
Yeah.
So we decided we re-recorded and...
Huh? Yeah.
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 So we re-recorded. So the Arnold Strongman Classic 2022 will be held on March 4th and 5th, 2022 in the Greater Columbus Convention Centre, which...
So as normal,
as
always.
Where it always is held.
So since the you-know-what.
So since the you-know-what
Yes.
has affected most sports,
Yeah.
livelihoods of a lot of people, the Arnold Classic Strongman is actually finally back in the convention centre where it belongs. Arnold Strongman Classic hasn't been held since March 2020 when Hafthor Bjornsson won it.
Yeah.
It
was like, I think it was just, there was no expo.
No, it was just a simple
competition itself.
simple competition, yeah. He won it, that was his third time in a row winning it.
Mm-hmm.
So he joined the likes of Big Z, won it 6 times in a row.
Yes.
So due to the fact that there wasn't a lot of competitions for qualifying, such as the Arnold Strongman, Brazil and South Africa and stuff like that.
Yeah, there wasn't. So it's going to be basically all invitational. So
all invitational. Yeah,
they're going to invite all the guys that they know where they stand strength-wise at this point, and that's pretty much it, which is fine.
It's a fair.
Yeah, it is. Because there's no other option. Like so.
Yeah. So for the Arnold Strongman Classic 2022, we have 10 athletes invited.
Yeah.
So why don't you list them out?
Yeah. So the first guy would be Maxime Boudreau. He won 2021 Magnus Ver Magnusson Strongman Classic.
Only a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah. And he placed third in the World's Strongest Man.
It was his first World's Strongest Man finals,
and he finished third. Yeah, that's unbelievable.
So very good going.
Second Canadian on the list is Jeff Caron,
who's
everybody knows his achievements. There's no need to say a lot of things about him because it's Rob Kearney.
He did well. Rob Kearney did well. He finished 6th in the Rogue Invitational.
In the Rogue Invitationals, yeah. It didn't look like he was in the best shape, but maybe
what can you expect?
Yeah, through all the stuff that he's going through, like health wise.
That's one thing we have to. That's one thing I've been saying the last couple of months is that, like, for Rob, if he watches the videos, like, fair play to you, coming through such a hard battle with testicular cancer, like we were doing last month. We did Movember ourselves for the likes of this. It's something close to our hearts, and we just have to say,
so
very well done.
He's doing unbelievably well, coming back after that and even competing and doing pretty well. Actually,
another legend, as I would say. Just
the fourth guy on the list is Mateusz Kielakowski. Like, he seems like he has a couple of injuries coming into Rogue Invitationals. He had some lat issues.
The same as World Ultimate Strongman in Bahrain.
In Bahrain, yeah. So still finished second, and he did pretty well in Rogue Invitationals too.
Yeah, considering he didn't deadlift.
No, he got like 0 points in that.
Yeah,
so
consider that
4th place, isn't it? Yeah, that's unbelievable.
So he dropped a lot of points in the very first event of the first day. And still finished out 4th.
So he did pretty well. So the fifth guy would be Martin Zlitzes, the champion of Rogue Invitational. So he's back in the circuit, and that's some comeback.
Yeah, the biggest payment of any professional strongman event or competition.
Let's be honest, I don't think anyone thought that it's possible for Martins, to come back and with such a massive win.
Yeah, considering, when we were making our predictions for the Rogue Invitational, American prediction for the Rogue Invitational,
I had him 4th, 5th place.
And the same, I think Marius was the only one that actually put him high enough.
Yeah.
But when you actually see him,
I think his point was he was rested and pretty but.
What was it, a year and a half, 18 months?
Yeah, something like that. He couldn't compete and he wasn't able to compete. But it seems like he healed up his body and he pretty much dominated the competition.
Showed how he was the former world strongest man.
Yeah.
Very well.
So the sixth guy is Yevgeny Markov, Russian. He qualified through amateurs.
Yeah, 2020 Arnold Amateur Strongman World Champion. Yeah. So it's his first Arnold Strongman Classic debut.
Is that the guy who his dumbbells pretty big?
I think
he won some competition in that strong gym in Dubai.
Yeah, is he 6-time world strongest or not? 6-time Russia strongest man. I think he's a 6-time Russia strongest man. I could be wrong.
That's pretty impressive.
But I think he's 6-time Russia strongest man as well. I think from what I was looking at, he's just he looks kind of like an arm wrestler when arm wrestler is built, if you know what I mean. Like, very top heavy.
Exactly. Yeah. So we'll see, because there's we'll get to that, but it's going to be a very interesting competition to see where he will place. Yeah, where he'll place. Yeah. So the next guy is Trey Mitchell. He got invited, which is nice.
Yeah, considering
he deserves
2021 Shaw Classic winner.
Mm-hmm.
Second Shaw Classic, and he ended up winning.
Yeah, he ended up winning it. Now.
And even actually with that, he was 4th place in the world's strongest man.
Yeah.
But I think he only lost out by a few kegs, wasn't it? With the kegs that cost him to place them.
So he deserves to be there, basically, you know, because he's doing so well, and it seems like every year he's getting better and better and better as he gets a little bit older. You know?
A bit more mature.
Yeah, so it's really good to see. Next one on the list is Alexei Novikov. Everybody knows him.
He never competes.
He barely competes.
So everyone knows Alexei Novikov, 2020 world's strongest man. He didn't finish
last year. He was always top 3 in all the competition.
Yeah. So in the last circuit, he didn't finish lower than 3rd in any competition that he entered. So
that's some achievement.
Some achievement,
especially with the stacked lineups
for 25 years of age.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
He will be rested for this one,
which is
another
12 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Another 12 weeks.
Now, if you think that way, I think he going to be one of the favorites to actually
take outright win it.
Yeah, and take that competition with him. You know. So, and the last two are two brothers, Strongman brothers. Yes, they as well. Luke is the world's strongest man. Sorry, Tom is the world's Tom
is the world's strongest man. Luke is Europe's
strongest man, yes.
Yeah. And one thing I did notice is that their local town in Scotland had it under sign as home of the Strongman brothers. They changed the sign. So the sign is welcome to, I can't remember the name, but I'll put it there on the screen. So it's welcome to wherever home of the Strongman brothers.
Yeah.
So then I have world, European and Britain strongest man.
Yeah, that's unbelievable.
That's just something that even like your own local town, like if that happened here, the local town is not going to recognize.
Nope.
So like to actually put yourself into a situation where you're even known by your peers as like you're admired, like it's a feat. Like
whatever they did this year, I don't think that
it ever happened. Did it
ever happen again? Maybe, but I can't see it happening like in the recent years or something like that. Like, you know. Like two brothers to be Europe's strongest man and world's strongest man and Britain's strongest at the same time. That's unbelievable achievement, you know. So
they really left their mark. Yeah, sure. 2021, like I think it's a year that a lot of us would like to forget, but it's a year that they'll never forget.
They'll never forget. No, it's their year pretty much. Those two brothers dominated all the pretty much major competition, you know.
Yeah.
And they peaked right for these competitions and
they deserve the spots. And
they deserve everything.
The thing is, like, if they weren't there, you'd be wondering why aren't they there. So
yeah.
It's amazing. So now that we have the 10 athletes named, we'll go on to the events.
Yes.
There is 5 events over 2 days. And the day one, Friday, March 4th. And we start off with a brand new Arnold Classic Strongman event.
Yes. A heavy squat using a barbell. It's a rising bar, 3 attempts. I don't know. It sounds like a powerlifting event, you know. So I don't know, like what kind of setup they're gonna have. It's gonna be like a normal bar and normal plates.
Or they're gonna have globes.
Yeah, if it will be like that, I don't think it's it's great for the strongman sport as such. You know, they should hopefully they have some sort of like, you know,
because one thing
different setup than just standard barbell and just plates, you know.
Yeah, one thing you always see with the Arnold is the likes that it's something that can't be matched on a normal competition, if you know what I mean. Like they just make everything look extravagant. So like you have Conan's wheel.
Yeah.
You had
hopefully this event is gonna be like that, like you said, extravagant.
Yeah. Like you have the hay yoke, the hay super yoke.
Tote hay.
Tote super yoke, something like that. Yeah. But I mean, like it's just things that, as you look at them on the screen, you think, "Wow, it's just so."
Yeah, it just looks good.
It looks good. Yeah. Hopefully that's the way it's going to work. It's like you're saying, it's every athlete gets 3 attempts.
Yes.
Obviously, your last attempt then will be your final score. So it's like everything else, like even the log. So since this is a new event, we don't get to see the deadlift,
No.
which has been a staple in Arnold Strongman Classic for a number of years, over the last 10 years roughly. So if you haven't seen it, we posted up a short video only a few days ago of V when he had a good attempt at the deadlift. So you wouldn't mind checking that out. But that's the kind of things that we used to see, you know, like Hummer tires, the
elephant bar. They moved to elephant bar, and now they took the deadlift out, which I think it's not the worst idea.
No.
I think just to see how strong of a legs all the strongman has. I think it's going to be really a good event. But to me, it all depends on the setup. Hopefully the setup will be impressive as well.
So event 2 of the Arnold Classic Strongman 2022 will be the monster dumbbell press for reps with 275 pounds or 124 kg.
Thank you.
Which someone has had experience with in the past.
In 2016. I did okay. I managed to get 5 reps with a pretty... I was in the okay shape, wasn't great shape, so... Slightly
less shape than what 2013 was.
No, a lot less. Not slightly, a lot less. 2013, I was a different breed.
So anyway, the rules are like always: the dumbbell has to be taken from the floor to the shoulder with a 90-second time limit.
And 124 kg. A lot of guys can do pretty well on this one. I think Novikov will do well. So Novikov is the favorite to win this one.
Leeds has been practicing a lot on his overhead lately.
He is,
Well, I know he's been doing shoulder press with the bar. But
so probably Novikov would like probably 6 reps.
Oh
yeah, easy enough.
What was it was 136. Was that what was in the Rogue Invitational? Or 133 as the final dumbbell. Remember as the dumbbell.
290 pounds.
Is that what it was?
I think so.
I'll put it up on the screen here. Anyway.
So anyway, Novikov he's just unbelievable when it comes to dumbbell press. So he's probably the favorite to win.
So as well as Novikov, we have another person that you feel is going to do very well.
I like based on what I saw on his Instagram. He's probably. It wouldn't surprise me if he'll win. He has 130 kilos for 5 reps on his Instagram.
And for anyone that's Yevgeny Markov who we're talking about.
If you go and check him out, I think he's gonna be really
he's gonna be the dark horse.
Dark horse when it comes to this event, 100%. You know.
So you think Novikov, Yevgeny?
I think Novikov will edge him out.
Just
fact and experience. Probably the Yevgeny will be a bit nervous and stuff like that. Even if he gets 5 reps or 4 reps, I think it's gonna be a very good result. Because 124 kilos it's heavy weight. You know. So I'm actually glad to see that kind of this event that it's back, because before they had like a lot of dumbbells, like sort of you can pick and choose. What year was it? 2019. That was to me that was confusing and
just not nice to watch.
No, it wasn't. I don't think it was great to watch. I wasn't. I think the set weight and just wrap it out. I think it's a better way to go.
It's easier to follow.
It's easy to follow for normal people. You know.
Event 3 of the Arnold Strongman Classic 2022 is the Austrian Oak for Max.
That's probably for Luke to lose. I don't know who else can sort of challenge him when it comes to overhead.
What's a Luke? A 220 log?
220 log, So that's his event, hands down. Like maybe he even will try to break the world record in a log.
Really?
You never know. If he's fresh, why not? If he's training hard, he's injury free and stuff like that.
He might surprise everyone.
He might surprise everyone.
So the Austrian Oak for Max is a rising bar system, like Max competitions. Each athlete has 3 attempts to get to their final weight, but the starting log weight is yet to be decided.
I think it's gonna be like probably 185 or 190, empty one. I think it's around 190. So that's where we're gonna start, which is again in that such a heavy competition is kind of standard normal.
A good starting point.
Because if you want to go for the max and you have only 3 attempts, so you have to start at 190.
Austrian Oak is a lovely event to actually watch as well, due to the fact that it's such a beautiful design log.
It is.
It's so like the Austrian Oak prominent on the very front of it. So as soon as before anyone even goes near the log, you can tell like it's a special log.
I'm surprised that they didn't brought back the wheel of pain. You know,
Cohen's wheel.
Yeah. But it seems like they're going back to that normal standard sort of competition.
Yeah. Maybe they're not putting it in due to the fact that it was only recently in the Rogue Invitational.
Yeah, maybe it's a good call.
Just for variety.
Yeah, for variety, it's a good call. You know,
because like we were saying, like some of the events, say from Giants Live or in the circuit last year, were very, very similar, just in a different location.
Yeah.
I think mainly,
but that's to do with logistics. Yeah, just bringing in and out.
That was mainly due to the fact as well that the competitions are so close.
Yeah,
like travel and everything.
Yeah, you have to take that into consideration.
Yeah, but it's nice to actually see a bit of a variety. Say, like you were saying, in the Arnold, as opposed to a few years now, just going back to some of the route things that were started. So.
Yeah.
So after the Austrian Oak, we have the fourth event of the Arnold Classic Strongman 2022, which is timber carry. So something you're also very familiar with.
Yeah. Actually, I haven't done it without the straps. We did with the straps, but it was way heavier than an 880. It was like, I think, 500 and something kilos.
Oh wow.
Yeah, up the ramp. The same ramp probably. With no straps is probably Mateusz. Yeah,
very easy.
Yeah, should win. His grip is unbelievable.
Yeah,
he the last time they had that event in Arnold Classic, he just smoked everyone like by a mile. You know.
Yeah.
Jerry Pritchett was great at this event as well, but he's not competing this year, so I think he's the favorite to win this one.
So the rules for this event is that you have to carry an 880-pound timber frame up a 35-foot ramp. Straps are not permitted, and there's a 30-second time limit. Like you were saying, Kielakowski.
Mateusz Novikov has a great grip, so he's gonna be like. I think for this one for sure, if Mateusz is injury free relatively, and I think he's for him to win this event for sure.
I have a feeling that Trey Mitchell might lose a few points on this event.
That's it. This event, this event will hurt Trey a lot. Like it seems like that's his weakness.
His Achilles heel.
Yeah, and it's really for him, it's going to be very hard to come back after this one point wise. You know,
we've seen it in the Shaw Classic as well last year. Well, this year
he was pretty much doing so well in all the events, and just one event when it came to grip, that's it. He was
the wheelbarrow.
Yeah, that's it. Straight away.
It's so heartbreaking for a lad that's such a good strongman. It's just his grip is just. Just is it like we were saying? It's not letting him down. It's just his Achilles heel. Like everyone has it.
For now, maybe he can turn that around. I don't know.
Yeah.
Hopefully he will. You know.
So on to the fifth and final event of the Arnold Strongman Classic 2022. We have the stone to shoulder. So it's using odd hogging stone. Each athlete has to lift a stone from the ground to the shoulder for as many reps as possible in a 2.5 minute time limit. Tacky is not permitted, but tacky towels are provided. So the tacky towels.
Yeah, I think
seen them in Rogue Invitational.
Yeah, they allowed it, and they work pretty well. You know.
Yeah.
This event goes to Mateusz if he's in shape. You know, he holds the record, doesn't he? Like four reps.
Yeah.
4 to the shoulder.
Just.
Yeah, he dominates that.
He just throws it around.
Yeah.
What with the likes of Tom Stoughton?
Tom, I don't know. You see, I've
never seen him doing it.
No, I never seen him. Isn't it their first Arnold Classic altogether?
Could be.
Yeah,
I've never competed.
Never. Even look. They did the record breakers.
Oh yeah,
but they never. But they never competed in actually Arnold Classic. I don't think. So it's gonna be interesting to see them to do these events, which other guys already, like Litzis, he already tried that event. JF Caron, for Trey, I don't know. Again, I haven't seen him to do anything like that before. So
I'd say Litzis might have a bit of
advantage.
Yes, due to the fact that he's basically under Odd Hoggin's wing. Like
like if you look overall on the events, like Martin's he can.
He's fairly set for every event.
Yeah.
There's nowhere like he's going to lose that many points. I suppose. Like it was the same in the Rogue Invitational. He was
top 3, top 4, or top 3 in every event, pretty much.
Roughly around that.
Yeah. I think it's going to be the case with this one as well. I think the only person who can sort of keep up with him is Novikov, as well with these high placings, you know. And
Kielakowski's in shape, obviously.
And then Tom, you know, it's just with Tom and Luke, it's gonna be interesting. I think they have an competition a week before.
Oh yeah, Britain's Strongest Man.
1 week
before. So So Britain's Strongest Man, I think, is around the 27th of February.
Yeah.
In around there, so I think it's roughly just 1 week.
Just about a week, it's a week in between. But they did the same with Rogue Invitational. They competed in Britain's, and then the week after they did Rogue Invitationals. And Luke looked tired, but Tom looked pretty fresh, and he did amazing, So,
well, I can understand, like, you're coming from a very good competition in, say, Britain's Strongest Man to a long flight to America to compete again, if you know what I mean. Especially in that kind of that weather, the difference in temperature and everything, like it's.
Yeah, it will be very interesting competition, because for that competition, all the strongmen, I think they're gonna be fresh.
Yeah.
So they're gonna be in unbelievable shape, unless they're gonna suffer some sort of injuries during the prep.
Yeah.
They're gonna peak too early or something like that. But all in all, I think the results will be pretty high.
Yeah, it's the way to kind of look at it is it depends on what way you look at it. Is if it's one of the main competitions towards the end of your season or towards the start of your season, because a lot of the strongman competitions run through the summer. Yeah. So this is the first real major.
Yeah, the real major competition of the year, pretty much.
Yeah.
And I think the guys will be like in a really good shape,
Yeah.
So it's gonna be interesting.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
So now that we've gone through all the athletes and the 5 events that they'll be competing in, we're on to the most important part of the whole thing.
Cha-ching.
The money. So, unlike the Rogue Invitational, the pot for this one is slightly smaller.
Slightly smaller, a good bit smaller.
Yeah,
okay. Let's be real.
So,
it's a good bit smaller.
Why don't you go through?
Yes. First place, 80,000. Nice.
A nice chunk of change.
Nice, yeah. Can you imagine if Martins wins it again? Like,
oh wow, he made a very good check.
He's making very good money.
Yeah.
Good for him. It would be. Second place, 25, a big drop.
Yeah, very big drop.
Yeah, but it's common in our sport that the
champion is the champion.
The champion gets the most money, you know.
To the champion, to the champion comes the spoils.
Yeah.
So it makes sense.
Yeah. Third place, 20,000, and then the drop is not as massive when it comes from second to third and fourth. Fourth place, 15. Fifth place, 13. Sixth place, 8,000. Seventh place, 7,000. Eighth place, 6,000. Ninth place, 5, and
10th place,
3,000.
So I think it's compared to the last Arnold Strongman Classic. The first place prize actually gone up.
The first place, the money went up. I'm not sure about the second. I think they say the same though. The other placings, I think they say the same.
Yeah.
Just for the winner, the champ.
Yeah.
Will get a nice payday.
Well, the way I look at it is that's going to be, for whoever wins it, it's going to be a nice start to 2022.
Yeah.
It's a good way to start it. So
it's a very nice way to start 2022.
So yeah. So how do you feel? How do you feel about the Arnold Strongman Classic 2022?
I like the events. We've seen most of the events before, but I want to see for me it's like the squad setup, and it's going to be very interesting to see the actual the sort of who has the max strongest legs. What do you call it? The strongest legs? At that point in the sport, because like for reps, me personally, I would like to see them squat maybe for reps instead of max, because to me max squat associates with the powerlifting, which has nothing really to do too much with the strongman, but I want to see the setup itself, and it's going to be interesting to see, like, just like what we talked, like Martins has probably the biggest chance, but like, I never seen Martins squat like heavyweight. He always reps it out, which I think it's the best way to train for the strongman.
He holds the record for there's a special kind of squat, where you have the bar and you actually climb underneath it, and
what do you call that?
It hinges.
It's
like a dumbbell or a circus barrel kind of job. I'll put that on the screen.
So for the squat, actually, as much as Martins may be the favorite, but I think JF will win this one. I can see him winning this one because he did powerlifting competition before, and he's often, you can see on his Instagram that he's squatting heavy weights for like 2 or 3 reps.
Oh yeah.
He's not really like when it comes to squat, he's really trying to max out on it. So, but that's the most intriguing event for me, actually, when it comes to Arnold Classic.
So,
no, you want to do the prediction?
Let's do the predictions. So, we'll do it. What we do? Top 3, top 5.
Do it at 5.
Top 5.
Yeah.
In any random order?
No.
Oh, in
order.
Oh, okay.
In order.
So, we're 12 weeks out. So,
yeah.
In first place, Martins Litzis. Mainly down to the fact that he had a great win coming off the Rogue Invitational, and I feel like he's doing a lot of training behind the scenes. I know he puts a lot on Instagram, but I feel he's doing a lot more behind the scenes, and he could very well surprise us, even considering what he had at Rogue Invitational. In second place, I will go Alexei Novikov, due to the fact that he has a great record in the last year. Still very young, trains a lot. He's actually, he obviously can't compete as much because the competitions aren't there. So I feel he took a well-deserved break. On third place, I will go Mateusz Kielowski. As long as he stays healthy and he stays in a good, what would you say? Just as long as he stays healthy, I suppose.
Yeah.
And injury-free, I feel like Mateusz Kielowski will in the top 3 anyway.
Top 3, okay.
Yeah. Where will I go then?
Brothers.
Yeah, so fourth place, I will go Tom Stoneman, due to the fact that he's world's strongest man.
Yeah.
And what did he finish second? He finished second in the Rogue Invitational.
Yes, second. Yeah.
So again, coming off a big placement, so I feel like he took a well-deserved break as well. Everyone's after taking a well-deserved break, so I feel like Tom definitely put in the top 4. Just because of the 3 that's in front of him, I feel like that's why he's going to push him to 4th place and not be in the top 3 for a podium.
Yeah.
And for 5th, I will go JF Karan. And the reason I will go with JF Karan in that position is I just feel like, has he recovered from his injuries? It's like his hamstring injury that he had during
he did.
Okay.
Of course he did. He just, in Rogue Invitational, he pulled 420, and it was the easiest pull of them all. You know?
Fitness, what was that? There was this fitness that left him down on the Conan's wheel, wasn't it?
Yeah, I don't know what it was. It says something to do with the shoes. He told me that. I think I asked him. I messaged him.
Yeah.
I DM'd him.
You DM'd Jeff Caron?
I DM'd Jeff Caron.
Oh.
And it said something to do with the shoes. They were slipping or something like that. It was weird because usually he's very good at everything.
Yeah.
So
just mainly due to his placement, I think, in the Rogue Invitational, and he was finishing below most of, some of the people I've named. I feel like JF Caron will round out the top 5. Now, I could be wrong in that JF Caron, he probably just had some bad luck at the Rogue Invitational, like you're saying, with the slippy shoes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's in any kind of order, but I feel like that's the top 5 the way it'll finish. With JF Caron probably sneaking his way into the top 3 depending on how the event swing from. So
very good prediction, bro.
You like my prediction?
I like your prediction. I was actually thinking exactly pretty much the same, man.
Yeah?
Yeah,
I would have put Trey Mitchell, but due to the fact that
the timber he might struggle so much because it's one thing is like up the ramp, the minute straight away it just lifts up, and if your grip is just a little bit off, that's you might not be able to get even a couple of meters,
Even the world's strongest men have to be
he struggled in the last year that he won. He struggled a lot.
That was it 2019? That was.
Was it?
I think it was 2019.
2019. Yeah, where Mateusz just.
Mateusz turbo.
Gone. Was it like 7 seconds, something like that?
Something like that.
Crazy speed.
I could be mistaken as well with Yevgeny Markov, obviously because of his dumbbell and stuff like that. But I just feel with the names that are there in front of him. I feel like the opponent
I don't think that he's like. We'll see how good he is.
Yeah.
But can he like surprise everyone? Maybe not yet. I don't know.
It'll be interesting to see.
People will be talking about him a bit more if he was that's much more impressive,
but people can show up on their first Arnold and actually win it.
Yeah, just that's very rare. You have to be a special person to do that.
Yeah. So on to your prediction then.
Uh oh. It might be the case that it's gonna be exactly the same outcome that it was in Rogue Invitationals.
Oh. You think?
Yeah.
The exact same placement.
The same placement. It could be the case. It could be really the case. That Martins wins.
Strongman second.
Tom is second. Novikov is third. Mateusz is fourth, and Jeff is fifth. It could be like I can see that happening. Actually,
Yeah.
I can really see that happening.
It's a very, very strong prediction as well.
Yeah, it is. But now, the only problem is in Rogue Invitationals, and Marius made that point. Martins was fresh.
Very fresh.
Very fresh. The rest of the guys were pretty beat up from a long, active, season.
Especially Novikov.
Yeah, especially Novikov,
Yeah.
So,
that's actually something to take in.
Yeah, you need to take that in consideration. But Martins is very good with peaking for that big competition.
Yeah.
And he's very methodical, and he even sort of a couple of times said it, like he can't understand how Alexei Novikov can compete and be in shape for such a long time in one season, So I don't know. But in my opinion, it might be the same outcome in next year's Arnold Classic as it
was in Rogue Invitational this year.
Yeah.
Oh, fair.
I'll probably stick with that prediction.
Nice.
I think so, because if you take all the events into consideration, Martins has experience with all of them, and he's a good squatter, and I think that's going to be the outcome, to be honest.
Fortunately, Marius is not here this evening, so he can't give us predictions. But again, we'll put it up on the Lalas Brothers Instagram. If you're not following it already, follow it.
Please do.
Yeah, we'll try to post some. We try to post some as much as we can, as often as we can. Most of the stuff it's funny in my opinion. I think it's funny.
Trying to be at least.
Trying to be funny.
Trying to be funny.
So yeah, we'll put Marius' prediction up on the Lalas Brothers Instagram. If you're not already, why don't you subscribe to the Lalas Brothers YouTube channel?
Yeah, please.
Please do. So if you haven't already, like the video, and as always, comment on the videos. We always get a great kind of conversation with the people that are commenting.
Yeah.
A lot of toing and froing. Actually, some very good points for some of the videos, considering one video we put up, this is how we knew that the events were announced.
Yeah.
So we learn a lot from you. We have some great chats, and we feel that just it's the best way to do it.
Yeah.
So
like, subscribe,
and comment.
And comment.
Yeah. And we'll see you in the next video.
Have a great Christmas.